Hello people, welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video I want to share with you guys 3 indexes I'll be looking at for this week. Without wasting much of our time, let's get started. So first of all, I have volatility 75 index 1s on my chart. So this is the 4-hour time frame. I don't want to go to the daily time frame. Kind of like my network is not letting me go there anyways. So let's work from the 4-hour. So we are uh, it's still a hard time frame. It's still a time frame that takes a lot of time to confirm, to complete, right? So this is the 4-hour time frame, and like you all know, we are going to look at price the way we look at price. Okay, so I want to look at price in from the current ends, and I need to filter out my highest point and then the lowest level I want to put my focal points, right? So this is the lowest level I want to look at, and then the highest level is obviously this one. Okay, so within the highest and lowest structure I have, or the highest and lowest level I have, I need to look at the particular current price action or price swings that are already being formed. Okay, clearly without wasting much of our time, or clearly you can see we have this guy running. We're having a price channel, a descending kind of price channel from here. We have this swing high, we have this lower swing high. We are having the coin market here, and then let me mark it out. We have this swing high, we have this swing low, we have this swing lower high, right? And then here we have lower low. So we are having a downtrend, and currently the market is here. So we are having a downtrend, all right? So where we can connect our trend line is where two swing points are already valid. So we have this one to connect like so. We have this one to connect like so, and then let's take off this chart can clean. So if you already see the structure, if you already understand why I'm looking at the structure, you should know that here we're looking for potential sales still, because we are in a downtrend. So this is a low, this is a lower low. So price is just pushing up to give us another lower high, then we can continue to the downside. Now if you finally look at the current structure we are having here, you can see we have a bullish impulse to the we have a bullish impulse, right? We have an impulse to the upside, and we are having kind of price running channel like that. But let's go to the 1 hour so that that structure can become clear, and then we can know what to do next with it. So from the 4-hour time frame, we're looking to short to first day's level, and then finally to our lowest low, for our lowest low that we marked out earlier. Okay, so right now we are having this current structure. Each time you switch the time frame, you remember that your focal point should be at the current impulse and the current correction. So we have 1 2 on the 1 hour, and then we are having like so 1 and 2 as well. So whatever price does here will give us confidences to short. So this is the forecast for me to give me the confidence to short around that level, and then we are taking it first to this swing, previous swing low, in which a lower equal lows can happen and price can change the whole direction, or you can continue to sell down to this level, and price as well can decide to do something like so. Come and give us a third touch here, go back for a third touch on this guy, right, before looking to short. All right, and price can also decide to just go and keep going. So you have to wait for confluences before making any decision from whatever direction you see we read. So this is what I'm looking at on volatility 75 1s. This is the 1 hour time frame, and this is the time frame I'm going to stop. I'm not going down lower time frame because I'm not trying to filter entries. So when price gives us a confirmation to sell, then you can see now that this guy will make sense, something like so. It will make a sense like that. It will make sense to be something like that, which is going to be something like so, and then finally we drop. So we have a high here, a lower high, another lower high. We had a low, a lower low. So we are looking to short to create another lower low, which eventually will be to come to interact with this swing point of ours. So this is what I see on volatility 75 1s. Please don't forget to share or comment. Please don't forget to share your own ideas in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video if you find it useful and interesting. And if you are not subscribed, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Let's look at the next index, which is volatility 10 1s. Alright people, so this is VIX 10 index 1s. Alright, and you can see already this one is actually self-explanatory. You can see we have that impulse, and we're having this corrective phase right now in the market on the highest time frame we're looking, which is the 4 hour. So without wasting much of our time, we don't need to scroll back. We just know that, yeah, we are working with what we have. Since it's a current pattern, it's a nice one, so that's going to obviously be the lowest low, right? And then the highest level is going to be the highest level of our correction, which is right there. So we have an impulse, we're having a correction. So what next do we do? We have to put our correction into a price pattern, or to see if it's going to be a price channel. So we have this 1 2 connecting, right? So we are anticipating the market to come down, give us a third touch, and we also have this guy 1 and 2 connecting, right? We have this two connecting. So currently we have price at this level. So for those of you that understand what price is trying to do, you can see that it has created liquidity already. So it is still battling around here because we need that liquidity to be taken to give us, that sweep kind of movement before we continue to sell off to the downside. And you also know that price has the tendency of just, this is a low, right? Higher low. It's going to, you can also create this as a high. You can just break up and create a higher high and then target this swing point. So this guy also should be an important level for us. So from what we see here, you can see that price can decide to come and sweep and drop, or decide to break significantly above this guy, pull back a little, and then fight his way to this level. So let's look at the 1 hour to see if there is a little bit of confidence to tell us which of this thing is highly probable for price to do. You can see that these indexes, their structures are simple and self-explanatory in a way. So that is why I'm going to look at them. Those of you that know, I've been away for a while, and yeah, it's been hospital things. So you can see on the 1 hour that we are having this last impulse, we have this little relaxation, we have that push, this push, and then currently to where we are. You can see that, yeah, price is actually building up structures to go back up, right? Which is something like so. We have 1 2 right there. So price has given us a rejection right there. So we are looking price to actually come to interact with this swing point. So the interaction with this swing point will tell us what price will do next. If price just sweeps it, we can look for sales and target the low we marked from there. For our, if price breaks significantly above it, we can look for pullbacks and then look for buys to hit. We can look for buys to target this swing point as our high, as our target. So like I said, please don't forget to share your comment in the comment section, right? Let's look at the last and final index, which is volatility 100 index. Okay people, this is volatility 100 index, and it is still the 4 hour time frame. So this is the higher time frame we are using for this week. Like, once you understand the system, once you understand your craft, you can do anything, any time frame. Those people that ask which time frame is best, there's nothing that is like a best time frame. You have to look at your type of trading, and then a type of a time frame that you are comfortable to stick with. That is just how to roll, right? So this is the 4 hour time frame, and we want to look at price in a way. Now there's someone, Emmanuel, big ups to you. He keeps asking me about how price to look at price current side, how to look at price. He looks at price from the far. He looks at, even if you look at price from far, even if you look at price from far, you're looking at the right thing. You are still going to preach the same thing. All right. But looking at price from the current side helps you to delete irrelevant information from your analysis and from your mind. The more information you have, the more confused you might get. That is very sure. That is very easy. The more you know, the more stress. That's how it is. So let's look at this from afar, and I'm also going to look at it from the closer end for me to answer that gentleman. All right. So if we are to look at this guy from the far ends, let's look at it from this last push before we have this phase, right? A lot of us will look at this guy like so. This is a lower high because this is the originating high, right? So this is the low, this is the originating low here, and then this is the lower low. So price is currently at this level. So like from what price I've rejected here already, we are having another lower high here, meaning we are in a downtrend. And if we are in a downtrend like so, we are to keep looking for sales to give us, to keep creating the lower lows and lower highs and lower lows and lower highs until price decides to create or break significantly over a previous lower high, which is going to change the whole structure to be an uptrend. Now if you look at this like so, it is looking like you're looking from the far end. Now even if you look at it like so, right, and we connect this trend line, it's just like what we looked at on VIX 751s, and we connect this trend line 1 2 and 1 2, you know clearly from looking at the price structure. Now when you're talking about looking at something from far and looking at it from the close end, most of the time when you look at it from the far end, you are looking at the whole price channel. I explained this in the video, difference between channels and price patterns. I explained it there. When you look at something, when you look at prices from the far end, you are looking at it in the whole channel. What is the overhead direction? When you look at it from the pattern end, you are looking at it. When you look at it from the closer end, you are looking at it from the patterns. So please look at the video so that you can get to understand price channel and price pattern, so that you get to understand when to look further behind and when to look closer to the price patterns. All right, so from this clearly, like I said, we have seen that the price is actually supposed to drop to this first target should be this swing, and then we can look at also for it to come and give us a third touch on the trend line before we look for further moves, right? So from this, like I always tell you guys, after that sorry, I think I made a mistake before. I'm supposed to have marked out the highest level and the lowest level initially. So this is the highest level and lowest level of the current price structure we are having, okay? And after, actually we have marked out the price uh, channel already. So from this particular thing here, we can still see on the 4 hour that we are having this price pattern. Sorry, I speak very fast and sometimes I sound like a child. So we have this, okay? So we are having this is the current ends of the market. This is the current ends. This one is just price channel. This is the price pattern. This is the channel. This is the pattern. So this is the um, structure within the outer structure. The outer structures are always the price channels. If I go to a 1 hour time frame, this becomes a price channel, but on this time frame, this is a price pattern. All right. So this is a price pattern right here, and this is going to be my focal point. Now, having the focal point here, because I know this is a price pattern, I still have this guy as the lowest low, because if we tend to break this guy, the first 90 we're going to look at is going to be here, right? So because of what price has done, like so, price is still here. So we are actually going to wait for either price for we are going to wait either for price to come, down to this level, give us an interaction here, and let's see if it's going to break, or just give us a rejection and come for a third touch to this guy, or price will break, give us a third touch here, and then still look for further drop to our initial channel target. Okay, so let's go to the 1 hour to see what's up. The reason why price decided to sell before even hitting the third touch here, you can see it was a sweep of this previous swing high, when price takes liquidity from equal from support and resistance, and then equal high M's and W traders. So price took the liquidity from them and decided to drop. So let's go to 1 hour to see what price have to tell us. You can see these patterns are looking very nice and very self-explanatory. So this is why I'm going to be looking at them for this week. The week I've already started. Today is Sunday. Happy New Week, everybody. Wish you all a nice trading, week. So what we are having on the 1 hour right now, price is yet to actually tell us what is going to happen. Price is yet to actually say a lot, because it has been a battle. Price was trying to calm down. Price is not trying to calm down. You can see it has been a battle to calm down. But going up was a little bit easy. Coming down here was very easy, but dropping again was a hectic movement. So there's a lot of fight, a lot of battle between the bulls and bears right here. So we just need to wait patiently for price to give us an information before we know what we are going to do. But my overall movement, my overall target, my overall focal point on volatility 100 index is for price to give us whatever confirmation it will give us, and find its way to come to this guy, because the whole overall channel is telling us that we are in a downtrend. Alright, please don't forget to like the video. Please don't forget to share, comment in the comment section. If you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Stay highest, and thanks for watching.